It's funny. I love watching everybody say that to themselves. Like, I will never. No.
Oh, I'm
no.
not even gonna lie to myself. It's like as
No,
long
I
as,
said a
as,
lot
long as I
of
wake
I'll
up
never
still in
drink
San
like
Diego, we're good. Like I don't give a fuck. 'Cause I've done that. I've literally when we were on tour, I went to Tampa and I woke up in Orlando and I was like, how the fuck do I get back to Tampa? Luckily,
yeah.
I called the guys and they were like, oh yeah, we're driving through Orlando to get to Panama City, so we'll come down there. I was like, oh thank God.
Oh, jeez.
But I've had
Oh,
nights
thank
like
God.
that. I was like, oh, how did I get in Orlando? Shit.
You were already making the trip before they were. Oh, my goodness.
If not, I would have had to spend like all my money on a taxi or some shit.
Hey, I've
Yeah,
taxied
I'd have
from
found a girl to drive me.
side
Don't
of the
worry
state
about
to
that.
the other. I've done that before. In North Carolina, we missed our original first start of our flight, and me and two buddies we were like, all right, we're touching down in Cherry Point. Let's get over there. And we took a cab from was it Jacksonville to Cherry Point
Mm-hmm.
and split it
Good luck.
just so we could all go home for 4 days.
Jeez. Yeah, as long as I wake up in the same city, we're still good. I'll figure
Yeah,
out
as
how
long,
to get
as long
there.
as we're there, that's what matters the most.
Yeah, as long as I can get back the next day.
As long as I'm in our room when we wake up, I'm gonna be grateful.
I don't. I'm not too worried about that.
I know. I'm like that's the shuttle is.
I don't know. I know, like worst case scenario, I know people that live out there, and I can crash with them. Like if anything happens, so I'll be like, okay, we're good.
I know you guys. I
know like Todd. Like if anything bad happens, I can be like, Todd, can you give me a ride? And he'll give me a ride. Or like Stryker will give me a ride, or his wife, or something. You know what I mean? Because they're all going to the TwitchCon too, so it's like probably gonna be
Oh,
on the way.
nice.
The moment when Josh had orange particles circling him, yeah, that's my green screen. It's red.
Oh,
If it moves or if like the wind blows on it, it gets messed up. I think when I get another monitor, I'm gonna rearrange the room and we're gonna like make a full screen type deal and make it like it's gonna be different, but it'll be better. But for right now, I'm live from CBS Studios Weather Center. I thought it would be funny, just to put it in there. Just it's like a spoof.
you're live from there, and we're kind of just like, we're in our room.
No, you're a weather correspondent.
Oh, it's bright. And
Well, it's a
sun-
bright, balmy
You
70
see-
degrees of air conditioning in here.
You see how hot it is outside? It's
Oh God,
so
it's hot
bright.
as shit. It's hot as
It's
shit
so
outside
bright.
right
There's sun for days. We're praising the sun, guys.
now. Leona. All right, so what else do we have to talk about? We were talking about TwitchCon, so let's talk about what's new at Twitch. How do you guys feel? I know we've talked about it before on Discord, but I want to include the chat on this. How do you guys feel about the new cheering? The cheering from Twitch, where you can send money to a partnered streamer only,
Garbage.
right? In
Garbage.
bits, and the partner gets 1 penny for every 1 bit you send, and 1,000 bits, which would be $10, cost you $12 or $14. I forgot what the number is. Depends on what your country is. Good too.
Garbage. I don't like it. It's microtransactions. I know they're trying to say like, hey, you can cheer them on, but I already do with emoticons. But this is animated. Don't care. Like this doesn't change my life in effect. Like I know they want to say that this is like this some happy.
I think as a non-partnered streamer, I'm biased because it's like, what does this do for the non-partnered streamers? Like they don't get money for it. I don't understand.
We won't see this
Only
system
partnered
ever.
streamers will get it, and it's kind of like who's got the biggest D. You know what I mean? Like who could swing their dick the furthest by dropping in cheer points, which just sounds like you don't have a dick in the first place. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna try and be misogynistic, but cheer points. Like I don't know. It just seems like a big waste. Yeah, and Twitch takes 30% of it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Plus the $2 for every $10 or $12 they take it.
What do you think, Pwned? Because I actually sat and watched Drop Frames with the head developer of the bits with Co and them, and they actually asked a lot of key points. And Ezekiel mentioned what if a partner doesn't want this program? What if they just don't want it? And they can actually opt out of it. So I'm kind of curious.
Well, it's kind of like what they had with they implemented that thing. Like they should have known. They should have known after implementing whatever that thing was that made it so the universal ban words or universal repeats, and it would time people out and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? That Twitch chat program that they added.
Yeah.
or something. I turned it off immediately. I was like, this is garbage. This is garbage. And why would you automatically implement that? You should have sent out a message on Twitch and be like, do you want in or out? And then you can be like, I want out. Or I want in, I'll check it out. With the option of being able to turn it off. But when there's like, it's now automatically streamed. Like people were getting timed out left and right because I was typing in keywords. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like what the? Why are you timing out my people? Let my people go. Just annoying.
I actually watched, and I'm not gonna lie, like they brought up key points, and with any new system Twitch brings out, they're kind of like they're beta testing this right now. You know, they only released it to 50 people, and when they showcased it, like
of their top people, of their biggest people, right?
Yeah, and and they also had some of the smaller out of the big folks. Like they went through some of the smaller partners and were like, you know, they said they wanted people who were like, hell yeah, this sounds like a great idea. They wanted people who were interested in it to try it out with their communities. Now, like Ezekiel the Third, he kind of looked at it and was like, bits cheering? My community doesn't even give a shit. Like,
yeah, like
I don't care. You know, I want out. And
this isn't a giveaway.
You know, like, yeah, and there were so many views on it. Like, I think they mentioned, I think it was Dan's Gaming, where, you know, it was just like, it was cheer, 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 cheer. Like his whole chat was cheer.
Everybody was dropping money to get their big D icon, basically.
Yeah, and it was hilarious because for a little while that's how his chat went, and then it stopped for a while, and then it came in waves. Like people did it in waves of cheering. So it was kind of funny.
Frixo, this is general chat. This is a gaming talk show where we talk about whatever's new in video gaming. Sometimes stuff that's a little different than video gaming, but we kind of try and tie it in. It's a goofy fun time. That's all it is.
But the streaming or the cheering system, I think, is kind of cool when they were bouncing ideas. Carnage bounced an idea of, hey, what about for viewers? What about folks who aren't subscribers? How about people who are not financially able to donate to their streamer? Or maybe, you know, with a system that rewards you for things on Twitch at no cost to you, you get bits and you can finally subscribe for the first time ever.
Oh, see, that would be interesting.
Your Twitch streamer.
That I'd be okay with.
That was like, these were key points in that conversation. I was like, I would totally be cool with this because we kind of have stuff like that with Twitch alerts. Like I'm cool with using Twitch alerts for people to donate who aren't financially able to donate by any means.
This should also be like a Twitch shop, like a merch shop, where if you use enough bits, right, instead of just spending your money, you can get, you know, like a T-shirt. Like if you spend enough bits and like at a discounted price, because Twitch is already making money off of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, let them have a Twitch hat or something, and they can after you use enough and you give enough back to your streamers that you like, then you can get, you know, some merch and you get something out of it and ship, and then, you know, they'll just ship it right to you. Some kind of rewards program would make this worthwhile. I think it would be more worthwhile if it wasn't just for partner streamers. That way people can spend their money on whoever they want to.
Yeah.
But that's difficult because then Twitch would have to set up PayPal's or a payment option for every single Twitch streamer that they have.
For basically 1.7 million broadcasters.
Right.
Some craziness.
Or they can just send you a check in the mail like YouTube does, but I don't know.
YouTube doesn't do that now. They do it automatic deposit.
Oh yeah, true.
And it's just, it was a way where you know, Ezekiel got to like sit back, like, I'm not taking part of this, you know, I take it, you know, he chimed in like, yeah, he would like to see something for the community for people who financially can't donate, like a rewards program. They would love to see something where viewers could support in some way, shape, or form using this system. And they were like, so what if that one dude's going to drop, you know, 10,000 bits or 100,000 bits? What if you could cheer together in that moment? And and the topic got brought up, what if that became a highlight? You did something or you said something and that became a big highlight, and it was instantly put into your highlights under cheers. What if what was it that made the big cheer? Why did 10 people cheer together in a bigger cheer for that moment? What was it? And you could have that as a separate highlight.
Like if you complete a game, or if you cheer when you make like an ace clutch or something. Something big happens in the stream. Nowadays, people like big stuff happens, and everybody's just like, yay. And that's it. Or they'll put kappa emojis. You're just like, whatever. You see my video that I put on yesterday, where I had an ace clutch on Dust 2. My team was getting totally annihilated. They were just fucking getting destroyed. And I took the op, and I got 5 kills with the op. And I looked at the chat, and I'm just like, whoa. Like, that was it. Like, nobody said like, shit. I was just like, you guys. You guys. Sometimes I hate you. I love you all, but sometimes I'm like looking at the chat like, did anybody watch that? Like, one guy was like, I saw it.
Like, one person was like,
look at assholes.
Don't worry, senpai, I noticed it.
And then I put it on YouTube and I got 5 dislikes. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, dude.
Well, it went up now. Like, it went up to, like, more likes than dislikes. But I was like, somebody even put a comment there like, why do 5 people dislike that? I was like, because it's not a giveaway.
Oh. But that's essentially, like, they were bouncing so many ideas off the guy.
I think during the beta for it, they should have had, like, for every person that buys bits, for every $2, we'll donate $1 to a charity. Like, something like that. To make it, to promote more, make it better, to make it look like they're not just...
Yeah,
I'm
and
not gonna
it's...
say anything, but...
it was really cool to see, the broadcasters at the time, because it was, drop frames with the host, essentially Bobby from Twitch. Twitch is, truly bleeding purple for broadcasters. They, these folks were broadcasters at some point or another in their Twitch career, and they, either didn't make it, didn't want to see Twitch as a job, or weren't successful enough to make it a full-time thing, and somehow transitioned to be at Twitch. And we're like, how can we make this better? And that's essentially what they're trying to do with this program. So, I mean, right now it's in its infancy. It's being beta tested as so to speak. And, if the Twitch community works, if folks enjoy it enough, and subs, partners love it enough, yeah, this could probably roll out to all Twitch partners.
The thing I like about it is they did open it up for third party. They did open it up, so if you're using Better TTV or Frank's Faces or whatever, you can still see them. You can still view them, the cheers. That I like. I like that they realize that they're not the only chat option. You know what I mean? They did incorporate that.
And that's the cool part. Is my cat looks weird as fuck. Anyway, I looked over and he gave me these like weird cat eyes. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Anyway, no, but I agree. But at the same time too, I have to agree with Anthony on this. And like, I think that like this is not really anything that's needed. Like cheering already happens with everything we use for an emoticon. So when we say an epic thing, it should do something epic. It shouldn't be something that it's like, oh look, you now have rotating little icons that give you a portion of the share as we take most of it. You're like, that seems kind of ridiculous.
And the thing is, when you have big streamers, their chat goes like this. I mean, it's just gone. So when somebody does a cheer, it's like, bloop, gone. Like, disappears. If it stuck around, if it was a sticky for like 30 seconds, that would make sense. But it's like,
bring that up too. Why not have that cheer stick at the top of your chat? Like, why not have it pinned up, and so it's there? And that was something that was brought up, and it was kind of cool.
It definitely needs some fixes. But for right now, the way I feel about it is very sad violin.
Sad. Just like, oh.
This is how I feel about
it. Feels bad. What is the feels bad emote?
No, I have sad violin playing.
I was just like, what I was doing was like looking at other stuff that's going on in our world. Like, then it's a slow news time since E3 because everyone's now like back to work and no leaks are happening. car combat dating game Bum Rush launches for July 6th.
I got something. Let's talk about